Hello and welcome. We got Monster Massacre, which is not a book about monsters massacring anybody. It's just kind of, well, I guess one person does get massacred, but is it really a massacre if it's just one person in one story in this book? Us from Atomica Press, Monster Massacre. The cover's Simon Bisley. It's great. It's a wraparound, which on a square-bound book is kind of an unusual choice, but it looks all right. Now, I gotta say, I didn't really like most of the book. There's like a story with some monsters here, and it turns out to be whatever by the end of it. Um, but it does have like some funny bits here. Like I like this bit, and that's kind of my problem with a lot of this book is it's stories that are being haha indie book funny, and that kind of humor just doesn't necessarily work with me all the time. And in this case, it didn't. But I did like this page with these monsters here. We're gone, insects. Soon all humans will scream like 70s synthesizers. Thus is the will of Moog, which Moog is like an old school synthesizer. So, I like that because of the reference. I don't know that it was actually really necessarily like a funny thing, but that's what I got. Dude over here is Trellis. One of them was named FedEx. Like, I kind of enjoyed that. And then the rest of the story is just a bunch of trite crap about this guy having a dream and yeah, it ruins it. Like, I'm ruining the story for you because the story was ruined for me. And then I got into this one and I thought, oh, this is going to be so cool. Look at this robot dude. And then it ended with one of those. This is like an anthology book. And it ended with one of those stupid. I don't know how to describe it. Like one of those endings that's kind of like you see it coming and you hope it's not coming and then you get it. Because this title of the story is Head Case. And the story ends with there was only head case. Like, it didn't work for me, which it really shoulda. Because if you like look at the stuff that's going on here, dude with a machine gun, robots, all that jazz, that should be right up my alley. And this book just did not work for me at all, or that story didn't work for me. The next story has really dope art, very European. I like looking at all this stuff. I can't tell you what the story is about at all anymore, man. Like, I finished reading it, and that was 5 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten whatever was happening in this story. I just remember the art looked really cool because everything looks like it's flowing somewhere, and I like that. Then there's this, like, just piece of art randomly in here, and it's amazing. I love that. Then there's a story titled, oh, I guess it's not titled The Lords of Misrule. It's Expressway to Your Skull. Maybe this is like the cover of the book, or like the cover of the story that goes on the left over there. Because this one seems to be a cover for this story, Expressway to Your Skull. And this is actually really fantastic. I liked so much about what was going on in this. This is the one story I really enjoyed. So we got this lady, she's trying to get hold of somebody. That person doesn't show up, but this guy does. And so she starts telling him like all this stuff about her childhood, about her dad, all that. The dog being like just this pitch inky black is great. I love the way she looks. Like there's just so much about this I like. I like the facial expressions. It's got a unique, cool style. Very economy of line. Good use of shadow and light and darkness. Really fun stuff. It's a downer, which is kind of a bummer, you know. And I don't know if this setting has like been around like a lot or what, but I had a fun like little trip going down into. I mean, look at this dude's face right here as he's screaming, ah! Then we got this absolutely crazy thing here, Maximum Force, which I guess is like, I know that's another book by or maybe it's Maximum Carnage, whatever. I know that I've seen other books. In fact, I probably own some with that. And this was just full of like dumb stuff with really cool bits of art in it. And I can't tell you what was actually going on in it. I just soaked up the art and moved on with my life. So was this worth $8? $8 in 1992 dollars, which would be like $20 today? Probably not. Was it worth the price of free? Just kind of flipping through and looking at the art alone was worth picking this book up. There's some great looking stuff in there. There's some fun to be had if you don't actually try to read the stories and understand them. because it's really the writing. It's really the writing that lets all this book down. Except for that Lords of Misrule story. That was kind of cool. Anyway, you all have a great one. Take care of yourselves. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye bye.